Okay, one more slide, or one more short video on modulation bandwidth. I've derived a number of sort of fundamental relationships, and what I'll do is I'll summarize the most important of them here. First of all, the frequency-dependent loss in decibel units is equal to 3 times the frequency-dependent loss over F3 dB. This applies to both optical and electrical 3 dB bandwidths. Okay, so I won't label that one. And this allows us to derive things such as F 1.5 dB is equal to 1 over the square root of 2 F 3 dB. So this allows us to make the convert amongst different dB loss bandwidths, okay, in either the optical or the electrical domain. So this works for either opt or electrical bandwidths. Okay, and then to convert between the two types, the loss, the electrical dB loss, frequency dependent loss, is twice the optical dB frequency dependent loss. Okay, and this allows us to derive equations like the following. We can derive from this, for example, that the 3 dB optical bandwidth is equal to the 6 dB electrical bandwidth. And for example, the 1.5 dB optical bandwidth is equal to the 3 dB electrical bandwidth. Okay, so these two equations are sort of fundamental, okay, to this whole sort of idea. And what we can do is we can write that this frequency dependent loss in dB units, we can make this plot. We know it's, oops, this was supposed to be squared. We know that it's a parabola. It goes as f squared. And so what we can do is we can make one parabola. So here's 0 and 0, and we can make one parabola for the optical curve. And we know that the parabola for the electrical curve is twice that. So if I go here to F 3 dB optical, then I go up here and I'm going to get 3 dB. But when I go to F3 dB optical, I better go up to 6 on the electrical side. So this same point goes up to here. And so the electrical curve is always twice as high. So it's something like this. Okay, and so the 3 dB optical corresponds to the 6 dB electrical. I guess the 1.5 is down here somewhere. Here's the F 1.5 optical, and it corresponds to the F3 on the electrical curve. Okay, so these this is just a geometrical interpretation of what that curve looks like. These relationships that I've shown you here are really going to help in doing the problems in Chapter 3. And I'll end this video here. It's a short one.